And shifting focus to China, barely a week after hosting India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar, President Xi Jinping's government has kicked off a high-stakes project near the India border. Chinese Premier Li Qiang broke ground on a mega hydropower dam in N18G city, less than 100 kilometers from the border with India. Now being built on the river Brahmaputra, China claims the $167 billion dam will fulfill the electricity needs of over 300 million people. But who really wins? The dam is being built at a major gorge in the Himalayas where the river Brahmaputra makes a dramatic U-turn or a great bend before flowing into India and later into Bangladesh. Both nations, crucially, sit downstream, and the dam perilously close to the line of actual control. Experts say this isn't just hydropower, it's strategy. China could control the flow of water into India, release it, hold it, or use it, even with a potential threat of strategic flooding. A report by an Australian think tank notes that the dam may consolidate Beijing's political control over its distant borderlands, which in this case is Tibet, where China has long tried to repress a freedom movement. It may affect human settlement and economic patterns on the Indian side of the border downstream, and it would give Beijing water and data that it could withhold from India as bargaining leverage in unrelated negotiations. Apart from Beijing's murky geopolitical designs, this particular area is also earthquake-prone, and any potential disaster during or after construction may wreak havoc for millions of people living downstream in India as well as Bangladesh. India, as per a parliamentary response given earlier this year, maintains that it remains engaged with China on the issue of the transborder rivers to safeguard its interests. New Delhi has previously urged Beijing to ensure that its activities on the river Brahmaputra do not negatively affect the interests of downstream nations such as India. In response, Beijing suggested that its activities on Brahmaputra would not cause any negative impact. But Indian leaders have flagged Chinese dam building activities. Earlier this month, the Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, the Indian state which borders China, called the Chinese dam project a ticking water bomb. He said it could endanger local tribes and livelihoods and may even be a bigger concern than the military threat, as China cannot be trusted and could weaponize the dam. But history serves as a lesson. While currently China has been sharing water data of River Brahmaputra with New Delhi, Beijing has withheld sharing this data on multiple occasions. India and China signed their first water data sharing agreement on Brahmaputra in 2002, which came into effect in 2003 for a 5-year period. The agreement was signed to reduce the risk of floods to civilian populations living downstream. The agreement was renewed in 2008, 2013, and 2018. Now, despite a formal pact in 2017 and again in 2020 when the ties soured between the two countries. Beijing temporarily stopped sharing water data with New Delhi. So, is this a dam to generate power or a tool to exert control? As China builds it at breakneck speed, can India afford to stay reactive? The big question: is water the new weapon in China's playbook?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube: English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
geschäftsführenden Direktoren
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjong.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.